U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veraburn Medical Supplies, les Bag Baron Rings, BioSteel, and by et par les systèmes Miller Waste Systems.
It's that moment again, the one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire. Le cheminement de la réussite, of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Les sacrifices que tu fais, quand toutes les chances sont contre toi, when you can't push one more second. Chase the glory. Visez haut.
Welcome to the Miller Waste 2025 U Sports Women's Hockey Championship on CBC. My name's Adam McGuire, alongside Macaw Cup champion Amanda Smith and sideline reporter Sarah Saeed, as we get set to bring you this U Sports semifinal matchup between the Concordia Stingers and the Waterloo Warriors.
A rematch of last year's semifinal between these two teams. Concordia coming out on top. Waterloo looking to pull off the upset in front of the hometown crowd here in Elmira.
Yeah, Waterloo in as the 8th seed and the hosts to the quarterfinal, and for the second year in a row, as you said, Smitty, facing off against the Concordia Stingers, the defending Golden Path Trophy national champions. Our first semifinal, of the afternoon on the jam-packed day of 4 games today. We've seen the consolation bracket fill itself out this morning. Now it's time for the championship side of the bracket, the tale of the tape between these two teams. Waterloo 18-8, Concordia 20-1 in the regular season, but other than that, two of the top offensive teams, 87 and 89 goals for respectively.
Both of these top lines for both the Warriors and the Stingers, absolutely electric. They can make something out of nothing. So watch those two lines today try and pull their teams ahead early on in this game.
For the Stingers, they'll rely on Emily Lucier, the first-team All-Canadian. 18 goals in the regular season. That was second best in the nation, tops in the RSEQ conference. And she had a great game, 1 goal and 1 assist in their quarterfinal win against St. FX on Thursday. For the Warriors, it's the OUA's most valuable player, Carly Orth.
Yeah, Orthy with a fantastic year this year. Named the OUA Player of the Year as well as a first-team All-Canadian All-Star. Tied for 3rd in the U-Sport with points with 31, 20 assists, 11 goals. She's a physical player, likes to play in the corners, likes to play on the edge. Look to her to get this team fired up today.
She had 2 assists in Waterloo's quarterfinal win. It should be a doozy, the quarterfinal between Waterloo and Concordia. We'll be back with Puck Drop after this. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur ici-tout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est ici-tout.tv.
At Miller Waste, we're proud to sponsor the 2025 U Sports Women's Hockey Championship. There is lots of trash talk on the ice. At Miller Waste, we talk trash every day. We serve over 2 million Ontario households weekly, transforming more than 175,000 metric tons of recyclables and organic waste into reusable resources. Proudly Canadian, family-owned, always driving hard to the net. Let's make a difference. Game on.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Welcome back inside the Woolwich Memorial Centre in the Dan Snyder Memorial Arena in lovely Elmira, Ontario in the Waterloo region. And it doesn't get much bigger than this. Smitty, it's a rematch, as you said, of the semifinal from a year ago. Waterloo and Concordia. Concordia won that game 3-1 with an empty net shorthanded goal at the end of that third period. It was a 2-1 game where Waterloo was on the power play with just minutes left in that one. These two teams did battle also in the preseason for the last couple of seasons, but renewing hostilities when it really matters once again here in Elmira this afternoon.
Yeah, last year, such a close matchup. Waterloo came out of that game feeling like they could have done a little more, feeling like they could have won that game, and here now time for redemption.
Yeah, Smitty, you were behind the bench as an assistant coach last year, so you know how close these two teams were. It's a different starting goaltender here for the Warriors. Kara Mark, who was outstanding in her shutout in the quarterfinal against Alberta. She will get the start again tonight. Jordan Verbeek for the Concordia Stingers. As we are set to go, puck drop. A chance at the gold medal and the national title on the line this afternoon. Semifinal number 1 of the 2025 Miller Waste U Sports Women's Hockey Championship underway from Elmira. Here's Erica Porter off the face-off for the Warriors. Too far for Smith. Cut off and dumped back down in by the Stingers. That was Leonie Philbert. Right back into the neutral zone. Boyer has Philbert on the far side. The ever-dangerous Emily Lucier. Couldn't corral that puck, and it's batted again back to center ice. Philbert high off the glass on the backhand. Will dump it in, and Lucier gives chase. Cut off there by Lindsay Atchison. And here comes Gracie Smith. Gracie Smith makes a move, pass in behind Nikki McDonald, but she got a stick on it, so no icing. McDonald, she's had a tremendous postseason, 7 goals to go along with 11 in the regular season. Leah Herfert, player of the game from the quarterfinal. She couldn't get the puck in deep, and this one's dumped back down the ice. Icing is the call, though, against the Stingers as Jalen Duffy wins the race.
Fans out in droves for these hometown Waterloo Warriors. at the Woolwich Memorial Centre today. Expect this game to be high energy, high noise, as Waterloo looks to feed off the crowd early and get the fans off their feet. Their feet.
Really good fan support here from the visiting Stingers as well, as that one's sent back by Orth, but between both defenders, so Faith Mitchell will retreat for it. Mitchell on ahead to Herford. Laid it on Tatum James. Had her pocket picked by Lavoie. Now back is Moquin Joubert. In front it comes, and couldn't get a stick on it there, was the streaking Concordia forward Beatrice Caron. Fanning on that outlet pass was Herford, but it gets to James, and James has Orth through the middle of the ice. The pass was behind her. Cut off once again by Caroline Moquet-Joubert. Inside the Warrior line. Bestick pass was too far for her, and Boyer sends it back in front. Bureau Gagnon chases it into the corner. She's checked away, and Maddie Pritchard turns. Her pass hit a foot. Andrea Murray is back in her own zone for it, and Bestick now, with the forecheck pressure coming, is able to curl and find Pritchard. Kara Raitt knocks it in. Murray goes to the net. Rait's shot stopped. Rebound was there momentarily, and Verbeek's got it. Kiara Raitt stole the puck at the Concordia blue line and got the first big chance for the Warriors. Jordan Verbeek had the answer.
Good net presence there from the Warriors as they crashed the net. A little bump there to the goaltender for Madison Pritchard, but she'll be doing that all night long.
Andrea Murray was in there too. The first one to get the sniff at the rebound. Puck back out to the line and into the neutral zone. Atchison neatly away from Lucier. Benches will likely be pretty short from the get-go here as Thibault comes back in on the attack. Shot from Drapeau is over that was Bettier over the crossbar and off the glass in behind Kara Mark. Jessie Maud Drapeau, a hat trick in the quarterfinal win over St. FX. She's on the ice here. Lucier has it. Drapeau in the middle of the ice, tries to open up. Lucier carries in on the right wing side. Drops for Jessie Maud Drapeau. Drapeau couldn't get it towards the net front. Once again, cut off but not cleared. Kept in by Kosowski. On to the far side. This is Porter. Her lead pass too far for the former Stinger Brody Levitt, and icing is the call against the Warriors.
It'll be interesting what we see tonight here in the matchups. Both teams, first line, dominant in the point scoring for their respective teams. I imagine both head coaches, Sean Regan and Julie Chu, will want to keep those lines away from each other, but then the answer becomes, what line do you pair against them defensively to try and keep them off the board?
Offensive zone draw. Concordia has control. On the far side, unable to get towards the net was Rosalie Parent. Into the corner the puck goes. Parent is there as well. Again, doing battle with Atchison. Parent steals it, but it's swept off her stick by her former teammate Levitt. Back to the line it comes. Risser from the point. That one's from Furlong, but it's wide of the net. That was Caron, pardon me. Now Cass McCarthy for the Warriors dumps it back in. Caron to chase. Levitt is there too. Waterloo changes behind the play. And Alexandra Amboye. Pocket pick by Emma Thornton. Emma Thornton couldn't get the shot away. Boyer with a good back check lifted Thornton's stick and returned the favor. Boyer through center ice. In over the Waterloo line, and she'll dump it in to get a change. Much to the delight of the Concordia fans. Gracie Smith couldn't knock that one past Filbert. First team All-Star in the RSEQ and an All-Canadian, Leonie Filbert. Thornton gave that one away. Shot from the point. High slot was knocked away. Megan Bureau-Gagnon couldn't get it through to Kara Mark. Bureau-Gagnon has it in the far side corner. Bureau-Gagnon still with it. Picks her way to the high slot. Warriors try to poke the puck out but cannot. It's back behind the Waterloo net, and Smith will muscle it on to Nikki McDonald, who will lift it to center ice and alleviate the pressure. Filbert, back for it, but didn't reach the icing line. Waved off at the last moment, so no icing, and Waterloo gets a change. Emily Lucier, she'll flip it on in. Drapeau behind the net. Jessie Maud Drapeau. Back to the line, now to the near side, Kosowski. Rips it wide. Zoe Thibault in behind the net now to Lucier. Lucier, her shot through traffic as the fans react. They thought there could have been a call. Lucier's shot deflects wide. Thibault, marked there by the captain, Leah Herford. The puck reaches Sarah Bestick. She'll flip it out to center ice, and Tatum James skates onto it. James centers it in front. Orth, in alone. Orth shot it wide.
Great chance there by the Warriors as Orth slips behind the defenders of the Stingers. James finds her, and just wide for Carly Orth.
Stolen by Herford. Orth gets it back to Herford. Herford tries to go down deep. Atchison was in. Radin off the bench. Raid is spilled, and that'll be the first penalty of the game. Kiara Raid's speed on the forecheck draws a tripping call, and Waterloo will head to the power play.
Waterloo's power play, 18% on the year. Scoreless so far this tournament, but they'll get the first opportunity here in this first semifinal.
Concordia, one of the best penalty killing teams, 92.3%, fourth in the nation. They did allow a power play goal to St. FX on Thursday afternoon. They killed 4 of 5 penalties. Warriors win the draw. Atchison, far side, will get it back from Thornton. Now Atchison to Smith. Smith, Atchison, and Thornton. Thornton with it again. They look for a lane. Gracie Smith on the near side. Smith, her shot kicked away by Verbeek. Smith with it again. To the line, Atchison. Far side, Emma Thornton. Thornton tried the cross seam pass, and it was broken up neatly and cleared by Emily Lavoie.
Yeah, a little bit of a forced pass there through the seam. Thornton thought she had it, but a good job there by the Concordia penalty kill to break that one up and get it down the ice.
Here comes Leah Herford. Top power play unit on for the Warriors. Herford cuts to the middle. Herford still with it, lost control, and Kasowski will skate it out of harm's way and flip it out to center ice. Sarah Bestick will gather it inside of her own zone. Moquin Joubert marks her, so Bestick sends it for Tatum James. Tatum James, former OUA All-Star. She gains the line. McDonald backhand stopped and held by Verbeek as Nikki McDonald looked dangerous on the rush.
Yeah, this first penalty kill unit for the Warriors, 4 forwards on it. Those forwards, all 10 plus goals on the season. 7 plus goals on the season. This unit is dangerous.
53 seconds left in the Waterloo power play. Herford wins the draw. Bestick goes to the far side for Tatum James. Tatum James scored the only goal against Concordia in the semifinal last year. Now Orth's shot, rebound was there momentarily, but skated out of harm's way. Lexi Bettier muscles it all the way to center ice and kills more valuable penalty time here off the clock for Concordia. Dump back into the Stinger zone. Boyer knocked down neatly by McDonald and kept it in at the line. Nikki McDonald still onside. Warriors keep it in. Porter now to the far side. James gets it here on the left wing side. Back to Atchison. 10 seconds left in the penalty. Atchison, Tatum James centers it in front. Smith had it hop on her. Orth, penalty is just about over. 2 seconds, 1, and now back to full strength are the Stingers. Smith, down low James. Tatum James walks. Tatum James shot ramps up off the stick of Philbert and over the glass and out of play.
Nice take there by James. She had a hat trick in the quarterfinal game of U Sport Championships last year, named to the tournament All-Star team. Some good looks there for the Waterloo power play as they were able to get some pucks to the net and create some rebounds. Unfortunately, nobody in front to clean those up.
Face-off win again by the Warriors. McCarthy shot it, and then Thornton hit the goalpost. Bestick to the near side. Rister goes wide. Warriors coming close here. They have carried the bulk of the play. Emma Thornton, the rookie, back to the line. Duffy, Bestick tried to get a shot through. It was blocked. Megan Bureau-Gagnon blocked that and got it out to center ice. Cass McCarthy, who scored a highlight reel goal in Thursday's win for the Warriors. Now Pritchard on the forecheck. Richard has some pressure and has to move it quick. Gives the puck back to the Warriors at center ice. Drifted back in by Duffy. Levitt on the forecheck will reach it there first. McCarthy tries to cut off Bureau-Gagnon, but it's out to center ice. A 2-on-2 Lavoie. Emily Lavoie goes wide. Mitchell marks her. Lavoie couldn't center it. Lavoie back to the line. Boyer carefully to keep it in. Floats it towards Karamark, but the Waterloo goaltender watches it right into the glove.
Yeah, dangerous little pass there as Pritchard almost was able to get in there, break that pass up and go the other way, but good job by Boyer to skate onto the puck and get a chance at the net there.
Mark made no mistake with the point shot. Warriors win another draw. They've been really solid in the face-off dot so far. Here's Maddie Pritchard at center ice. Pritchard carries, drops for Levitt. Levitt shot, stop, rebound, kicked on goal and wide. Raitt tried to kick it up to her stick blade. A couple of rebounds have been spilled out thus far here, Smitty. Warriors maybe looking to shoot low.
Yeah, Warriors doing a good job generating some rebounds off the pads of Verbeek, but not able to capitalize on those thus far.
The dump in, unable to be handled by Faith Mitchell, and Mark will just freeze for a face-off.
The Warriors really tilting the ice so far in this first 10 minutes of the first period. They've had the bulk of the chances despite an even shot clock. The power play bringing a lot, but since that power play by the Warriors, they've been holding the puck in that Stinger zone and getting some pucks to the net.
Philbert has it knocked past her, and here comes Orth. Maybe a 2-on-1 with James. Orth, James off her foot. She couldn't get it to the forehand. James spins it back in front. It bounces to the line. Atchison plays it back down low in the corner for Carly Orth. Sends it in front, and oh, that was Herford who couldn't get the stick on the puck. Orth with it again now. Tries to drive to the net front. Carly Orth spins, fires. Blocker save by Verbeek.
Nice save there by Verbeek as Orth took it to the net, but Verbeek standing strong at the top of that crease, able to block it away.
Atchison back for it in her own zone. Porter was there and took the Stinger forechecker. Funny bounce now off the end boards, and it bounced right in front off the side of the cage, but Lucier couldn't get a shot away. The last person you want the puck to bounce to. Orth back inside of her own end, rolls it on along the boards, and Herford couldn't step past the pinch of Kosowski. Finally, the Warriors are able to clear the zone out to center ice. And Lucier will come right back on the offensive for Concordia. Lucier's shot wide on the blocker side. It rolls all the way out to center ice. Emma Thornton off the bench trying to track this one down. Boyer with Thornton right on her back. Now stolen by Gracie Smith. Centering pass, and it was too far for McDonald. Now Duffy at the line. Bestick on the near side. Back to Duffy. Duffy, wrister, glove save, and held by Jordan Verbeek. Hot start here for the hosts. They've come close, but Jordan Verbeek has the answers. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur icitout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est icitout.tv.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Welcome back to Elmira, Ontario, and the U Sports semifinal. CBC Sports is home of University Sports in Canada. Catch the gold medal game of the 2025 Miller Waste Women's Hockey Championship Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca. U Sports on CBC. Champions are made here. Well, Smitty, both of these teams would love to be in that game tomorrow at 6 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah, Concordia looking back to get back to that gold medal game to defend their Golden Path Trophy win last year. The Warriors looking to avenge their semifinal loss against the Stingers last year. Both teams hungry for it.
Off the draw in the offensive zone, Smith can't find the puck. Boyer into the corner, tries to roll it past Thornton, but was cut off there. Emma Thornton. Now McDonald in her feet. Thornton to the line. Bestic pinches down and keeps it in. Only for a moment, though. Moquin-Joubert will clear it to center ice, and the Concordia captain alleviates the pressure. Jalen Duffy will circle behind her own net and bump it back for McDonald. Rolls it along the wall. Back into the zone momentarily, and it's offside against Concordia.
Concordia not really able so far to get any kind of offensive possession in the Waterloo zone. Every single time they've chipped pucks in and tried to get to work down low, Waterloo's been able to either throw it high off the wall or have a nice breakout through the middle.
Megan Bureau-Gagnon rips it in off the neutral zone draw. Raitt off the boards and out to center ice. And E. Robinson turns away. Gave it up to Raitt. Kiara Raitt barges in. Raitt's shot deflected before she could get a good shot away. And frozen there by Verbeek with some renewing of hostilities in front of Jordan Verbeek's crease.
Yeah, expect the Waterloo Warriors to be in that crease all night. They love to crash the net and cause a little bit of a ruckus. They like to play physical, so Concordia will have to keep those people driving the net out of that crease.
Face off to Verbeek's left. Tebow and Murray to take it. Murray won the loss, and a high riser there from Raitt. Missed and hit the glass, went all the way out to center ice. Fleet of foot, Lindsay Atchison on the backhand, spins it in. Verbeek out to stop it. Drapeau couldn't clear the first time, neither could Tebow, and it's kept in by the Warriors. Murray rattles it in off the corner boards. Emily Lucier sidesteps the forecheck. Lucier now gains the line. Lucier winds and fires, blocked there by Andrea Murray. Was in her feet and swinging to get the puck out to center ice is Kiara Raitt. Waterloo will get a change. Jessimah Drapeau. Cross ice in behind Lavoie. She'll get it off the boards. Bessick marks Lavoie in behind the net. Lavoie pulls up. Lavoie wraparound try. Another shot stopped. Two big saves by Kara Mark. Now back on the attack. McCarthy for the Warriors. McCarthy's shot. Blocker save. End to end we go. Two stops at either end of the ice. Now another steal. Duffy had her pocket picked by Courtney Rice. Rice to the inside. She's taken down. A mass of bodies pile into the near side post. And the net behind Kara Mark is off its moorings.
Good play there by Rice to take that puck off Duffy, take it hard to the net, but she's met by some good defensive play from Leah Herford, taking out the body. And that knocks off the net, and it'll lead to a defensive zone faceoff here for the Warriors.
That was Riv on Riv crime. Two former Cambridge Rivulettes, albeit at different times in their careers, Leah Herford and Courtney Rice. Courtney Rice, the Cambridge native, the only Waterloo region native on this Concordia Stinger team, and she scored the game-winning goal, but turned out to be the eventual winner in last year's semifinal, a second period tally. Off the draw, scramble, it's in the feet of James, and she'll move it out for Orth. Carly Orth through center ice. Orth in the middle of the ice, James makes the steal and couldn't get a shot away, now a backhand stopped. Following up there is Herford to the line. Jordy Wyant was trying to kick it back in the zone. Mitchell makes a nice move though at the red line and sends it right back in for Waterloo. Annie Robinson reverses the flow of play. Kept in by James, swung it in front, no one was there. Cut off by Moquin-Joubert. And now Leonie Filbert. The indirect pass, it was tipped in, so no icing. And no, they are going to call it an icing maybe, or maybe the intentional offside. I'm not sure what the call was. I thought the near side linesperson waved it off. They're discussing now.
Yeah, it looks like the icing was waved off, but maybe, yeah, it looks like an intentional offside being called here.
Yeah, so the face-off on the Concordia side of center, not all the way back down. Lucier off the draw will tiptoe across the ice into the left wing side. Gracie Smith on her. Lucier swung it in front of the net through the slot. Thornton tried to play it off the boards. Now she'll get it again. and have Nikki McDonald, the former Toronto Varsity Blue, the grad transfer. Up ahead, Thornton. In stride, Thornton. Inside out, Thornton. Thornton's shot just wide on the glove side. Duffy. Down low. Richard tries to move it. Duffy down off the wall. Pritchard comes in off the bench. Kept it in at the line. Maddie Pritchard, wrister, high and wide. Pritchard with it again.
Territoire de Waterloo. Cara Mark qui laisse la place à Lindsay Atchison. Atchison avec un long jeu qui sera coupé par Léonie Fulbert. Le 10 qui revient maintenant à Jalen Duffy. Duffy avec une passe à Atchison. Herford en poursuite. We'd like to take this moment to welcome any of our English viewers to the broadcast. Due to a power surge, we're unable to bring you the English side right now, but please feel free to follow along with the French feed. Le 10 qui revient maintenant à la ligne bleue. C'est la voie, une passe, un tir sur réception décoché. Bel arrêt de Cara Mark. La rondelle qui revient à Waterloo. Projetée en zone neutre. La rondelle qui bondit. Herford tente de reprendre possession. On a un coup de sifflet ici, Luc.
Oui, sur l'avantage numérique du côté des Warriors. On n'a pas été en mesure de bien s'installer. Il y avait une bonne pression qui était effectuée par les Stingers en zone défensive. Et même les Stingers ont pu s'amener jusque dans le territoire des Warriors parce qu'on a été en mesure de mettre la pression à deux joueurs. On a surtout bien lu les actes de passe dessinés par les Warriors.
14:35 à faire dans la deuxième période. 1-0 en faveur des Warriors. La rondelle possédée par Waterloo. Envoyée dans le territoire de Concordia par Sarah Bestick. Là, le 10 qui sera repris par Gaudreau. Noémie Gaudreau avec une passe transversale qui sera déviée. C'est Bureau Gagnon qui poursuit derrière la ligne des buts. Une passe devant qui sera coupée. C'est Tatum James qui reprend. James, un long jeu, rejoint Carly Orth. Orth qui franchit la ligne bleue, laisse la place à Herford. Ce sera repris par Gaudreau et les Stingers de Concordia. Noémie Gaudreau en possession de la rondelle. 14 minutes à faire en deuxième. 1-0 en faveur des Warriors. La rondelle qui revient à Caron. C'est Béatrice Caron qui franchit la ligne bleue. Caron dans l'enclave, un tir, arrêt de Cara Mark. Arrêt un peu étrange par contre, Luc.
Oui, la rondelle semblait avoir passé en 7 janvier pour sortir par le poteau.
Oui. Le 10 qui revient à Alexandra Anne Boyer. Boyer qui retrouve Caron. Caron, une passe déviée par Duffy. L'a chassé derrière la ligne des buts de Jordy Wyant. Wyant, le long de la rampe, ça revient maintenant à Adriana Pezzuti. Pezzuti incapable de dégager la rondelle. Le tir de Fulbert qui sera bloqué. Léonie Fulbert tente de reprendre. Waterloo essaie une sortie de zone. C'est bloqué. Thibault tire sur réception. Bel arrêt de Cara Mark. Un autre essai qui rate de justesse. La rondelle qui revient maintenant à McCarthy. Cassidy McCarthy qui franchit la ligne bleue. McCarthy avec un tir qui sera bloqué. La rondelle qui dévie. McCarthy dans l'enclave, une occasion! Et le tir rate de justesse. Quelle chance pour les Warriors. 13 minutes à faire en deuxième période. 1-0 en faveur des Warriors. Le 10 qui est apporté par Lucier. Lucier qui perd possession. Là, elle reprend. Lucier contourne le filet avec un tir qui rate la cible. Là, c'est Lavoie capté par Cara Mark. Once again, we welcome our English viewers joining us on our Radio-Canada feed. Unfortunately, due to a power surge, we are unable to bring you the English side of things as of right now, but we're happy to have you along on the French side. Dylan Baker with Luc Carbonneau.
Dylan, on a vraiment vu sur la dernière séquence une bonne pression. Il y a eu un contact dans l'enclave, ce qui a permis justement avec les Warriors de s'amener à descente à 2 contre 1 et passer bien près de marquer avec un rebond, disons-le, plutôt étrange, la baie vitrée.
12:48 à faire en deuxième période. Mise au jeu remportée par les Stingers. Le tir de Richard qui rate la cible et ça revient maintenant à Lindsay Atchison. Atchison avec une passe qui est dans la direction de Madison Pritchard. C'est coupé en zone neutre. Pritchard qui reprendra. Elle franchit la ligne bleue et perd possession. Ça revient à Léa Kozowski. Kozowski avec une passe. Maintenant sur le bâton de Lavoie. Lavoie qui franchit la ligne bleue. Cherche une option de passe. Elle perd possession. Ce sera chassé maintenant par Atchison. Derrière le filet. Repris par Concordia. Une chance dans l'enclave. Le tir qui a été dévié. La rondelle qui revient. Tout près de Cara Mark. C'est repris par Atchison. Atchison plaqué par Bureau Gagnon. C'est Courtney Rice maintenant. Rice dans le coin. Là dans l'enclave. Elle laisse la place à Léonie Fulbert. Fulbert tente un jeu. Elle est plaquée le long de la bande. Ça revient à Lavoie. Lavoie qui remettra derrière le but des Warriors. C'est Bureau Gagnon qui tente de contourner le filet et décocher un tir. Mais ça rate la cible. Ça revient maintenant en zone neutre. C'est Pritchard qui applique de la pression alors qu'Annie Robinson prend possession de la rondelle. 12 minutes à faire en deuxième période. C'est 1-0 en faveur des Warriors ici à Elmira. La passe qui est déviée. Ça revient dans la direction d'Emma Thornton. Thornton dans le coin. Qui se bat pour possession de la rondelle. Le 10 qui est coincé le long de la rampe, ça revient à Émilie Lavoie. Là, c'est repris par Nikki McDonald. McDonald, une passe dans l'enclave qui sera déviée. Gracie Smith la cherchait, c'est Emma Thornton qui reprendra. Thornton à la ligne bleue pour Mitchell. Mitchell qui remet à Thornton. Thornton, une passe transversale dans la direction de Jordy Wyant. Wyant le long de la rampe. Ça revient à Mitchell. Mitchell tente un jeu dans la direction de McDonald. Incapable de le rejoindre, c'est Thornton qui remet à Faith Mitchell à la ligne bleue. Mitchell avec une passe à Thornton. Thornton qui décoche un tir, c'est bien bloqué. Et le disque sera projeté à l'autre bout de la patinoire. Est-ce que le dégagement sera permis? Non. Dégagement refusé aux Stingers.
On va devoir garder le même quintet sur la glace au niveau des Stingers. Et on l'a vu sur le dernier jeu, on a tout simplement dirigé une rondelle vers le filet chez les Warriors. Et qu'est-ce que ça a fait? Eh bien, en conséquence, on se retrouve à 3 joueurs des Stingers qui cherchent la rondelle dans l'enclave et qui sont tout simplement incapables de se coordonner pour aller voir à quel endroit la rondelle se retrouve. Et ça permet aux Warriors de continuer de faire bouger la rondelle en zone périphérique.
Mise au jeu remportée par Waterloo, c'est Duffy à la ligne bleue. Duffy effectue une passe à Bestick. Ça revient à Duffy. Haut dans l'enclave. Le tir, bien capté par Jordan Verbeek.
Oui, ça c'est un arrêt très important là, pour permettre justement à Julie Chu et Caroline Ouellette d'effectuer des changements au niveau des joueuses présentes sur la patinoire. Et les Warriors, vraiment, là, les deux équipes, là, ça donne vraiment de très bonnes chances de marquer de part et d'autre. On est juste incapable, c'est les Stingers, d'aller compléter un jeu.
Mise au jeu remportée par Zoé Thibault et Concordia. Le disque qui est joué par Alexandra Anne-Boyer. L'envoyé en zone neutre, ce sera chassé par Jalen Duffy. Duffy qui reprend une passe à Tatum James. James dans la direction de Carly Orth. Orth qui avance au cercle droit. Herford dans l'enclave. Orth devant le but. Passe bien bloquée par Boyer. La rondelle qui sera reprise maintenant par Drapeau. Là, c'est Lucier. En pleine vitesse, Lucier va dans le coin. Elle remet le long de la rampe. Chassé par Thibault. Un gros contact dans le coin qui projette Duffy sur la patinoire. Ça revient maintenant à Lucier. Cercle gauche, dans l'enclave. Lucier cherche un tir, remet à Richard. Elle décoche avec un écran devant et ça rentre de justesse. Ça revient maintenant à Lucier à la ligne bleue. Lucier fait face à de la pression. Là, c'est chassé dans le coin par Kozowski. Kozowski qui plaque son adversaire. Le disque qui revient maintenant à Herford. Une passe dans la direction de Tatum James. Repris par Richard. Richard dans la direction de Gaudreau et Bureau-Gagnon. La rondelle qui ira jusqu'en zone neutre pour Carly Orth. Orth qui enverra profondément dans le territoire des Stingers. Là, c'est Noémie Gaudreau. Gaudreau avec une passe. 9 minutes et 20 à faire dans la deuxième période. La rondelle qui revient à Gaudreau. Brody Levitt laisse la place. Gaudreau reprend. Gaudreau franchit la ligne bleue. Là, une occasion ici pour Concordia du revers. Le tir qui rate de justesse du bâton de Bédier. Ça revient à Philbert à la ligne bleue. Philbert qui remettra dans le coin. Une occasion ici pour Concordia. La bonne pression, mais le tir bloqué par la jambière droite de Karamark. La rondelle qui revient aux Warriors. C'est Adriana Pezzuti qui est capable d'effectuer une sortie de zone, mais c'est repris tout de suite par Annie Robinson. La passe de Robinson a été coupée. C'est Philbert qui enverra profondément chez les Warriors. C'est dégagement refusé aux Stingers. Je veux juste one quick note to welcome our English viewers listening to the French feed. Once again, we had some power troubles. Happy to have you along on the French side. Luc?
Écoute, on voit que du côté des Stingers, on est en mesure de bien bouger la rondelle. Et là, sur le dernier jeu, encore une fois, c'est un manque de communication qu'on voit beaucoup aujourd'hui chez les Stingers. On pense que la joueuse est bien positionnée et finalement, on se rend compte que la joueuse ne fait pas le coup de patin ou encore, on est mal positionné pour aller chercher la rondelle en relance.
Mise au jeu remportée par les Stingers de Concordia. Ça revient à Bureau-Gagnon. Bureau-Gagnon bloqué par Murray. Là, la rondelle revient à Kiara Raitt. Raitt qui remet derrière la ligne des buts. C'est chassé par Philbert. Philbert fait face à la pression de Pritchard. Elle remet le long de la rampe. Repris par Bureau-Gagnon vers Robinson. Annie Robinson cherche Megan Bureau-Gagnon. Là, une passe repris par Pritchard. Pritchard qui perd possession à la ligne bleue. C'est Bédier qui envoie le disque dans le territoire des Warriors. Repris par Erica Porter. Un long jeu qui n'atteindra pas la cible prévue. Le dégagement sera permis à Waterloo. Là, c'est Alexandra Anne-Boyer. Une passe pour Statas qui a été coupée. On a coup de sifflet ici. Et on prendra une pause publicitaire à Elmira. Bon, après 12 minutes et 5 secondes de jeu en deuxième période, c'est 1-0 en faveur des Warriors de Waterloo. Vous regardez le championnat universitaire de hockey féminin présenté par Miller Way Systems à Radio-Canada Sport. Bienvenue de retour à Elmira. Welcome back to Elmira. La suite de la deuxième période entre les Stingers et les Warriors. 1-0 en faveur de l'équipe hôtesse. C'est Gracie Smith qui prendra la mise au jeu dans le territoire de Concordia. L'équipe gagnante de ce match se méritera une place dans la finale demain. Remportée par Waterloo, c'est Thornton qui tente de remettre McDonald à la ligne bleue. Ce sera projeté en zone neutre. Moquin-Joubert qui enverra dans le territoire de Waterloo. C'est Atchison avec une passe à Gracie Smith. Smith visait McDonald. Dans la rondelle qui revient dans le territoire de Concordia. C'est Caron qui remet à Boyer. Boyer pour Moquin-Joubert. Thornton qui est là aussi pour Waterloo. Moquin-Joubert remet. C'est Lavoie plaqué le long de la bande. Le disque qui est coincé. Moquin-Joubert tente de reprendre possession. C'est Lavoie qui poursuivra derrière sa ligne des buts. Émilie Lavoie avec une passe vers Parent qui a été bloqué par Waterloo. Le disque qui est libre le long de la rampe, ça revient à la ligne bleue. Porter cherche à retrouver Tatum James. Dans la rondelle, revient en zone neutre. Jordy Wyatt perd possession, c'est Lavoie en contre-attaque. Lavoie décoche un tir, bel arrêt avec le bouclier, le retour. Rate la cible. Quelle occasion pour Concordia. Cherchant à remettre l'égalité dans ce match. C'est Jordy Wyatt qui remet le long de la rampe. Derrière le but, c'est Verbeek. Verbeek, là c'est James. Tentait de décocher un tir, c'est bloqué. Et là, c'est Caroline Moquin-Joubert avec une passe dans la direction de Lucier. Émilie Lucier sur Caramark. Bel arrêt de Caramark qui préserve l'avance de Waterloo. C'est Herford avec une passe à la ligne bleue. Possession est gardée par Kozowski et Concordia. Kozowski plaqué. Le disque dans le coin. Un tir décoché qui sera bloqué. Occasion devant le but. Caramark tente de couvrir la rondelle sans succès. Ça revient à l'enclave. Lucier un tir. Arrêt de Mark de nouveau. Là, c'est Tatum James qui reprendra. Bonne pression de Lucier et Concordia. Lucier dans l'enclave, décoche un tir. Beau bloc de nouveau des Warriors. C'était Mitchell qui s'est mis devant la rondelle. Lopez-Outi trébuché et il y aura avantage aux Warriors, Luc.
Ouais, on a sorti le crochet, on a complètement sorti le bâton, on a entouré, mais on a accroché également Émilie Lucier de l'autre côté de la patinoire. Même si elle a décoché un lancer, là on revoit la descente. On est à 2 joueurs sur Émilie Lucier, là. On va se faire déborder, on sort littéralement le bras et ça va donner un autre avantage numérique aux Warriors. C'est le deuxième avantage numérique en deuxième période et c'est vraiment des bonnes pénalités qui sont provoquées par la formation ontarienne. On met beaucoup de pression aussi, on est vraiment très compact. On voit qu'aussitôt que Lucie à la rondelle, on met une pression sur elle, on vient fermer l'espace dans l'enclave aussi.
Mise au jeu à la gauche ici de Verbeek. La rondelle qui est projetée le long de la rampe, c'est Kiara Raitt qui tente de retenir le disque pour les Warriors. Pritchard qui est là. Raitt, là ça revient à Smith, là la ligne bleue Atchison. Atchison contourne la pression de Parent. C'est Atchison à la ligne bleue. Elle offre une passe à Thornton. Thornton cercle droit. Elle remet à Pritchard. Là c'est Thornton dans l'enclave. Son tir est bloqué. Atchison capable de maintenir la possession de Waterloo. Atchison qui remet à Thornton. Emma Thornton, cercle droit, cherche une option. Elle remet à Pritchard derrière la ligne des buts. Pritchard, à la ligne bleue, Atchison. Atchison cherche une passe. Atchison qui décoche un tir, ça rate la cible. Ça revient à Alexandra Anne-Boyer. Le long de la rampe à Atchison à la ligne bleue. Atchison pour Raitt. Raitt, une passe, cercle gauche. Smith qui décoche, c'est bloqué. La rondelle qui bondit et revient à Atchison. Atchison remet à Thornton. Thornton dans le coin, c'est Pritchard. Pour Thornton, cercle droit. Là, la ligne bleue, Atchison. Atchison, Thornton, transversal, McDonald, incapable de décocher un tir sur réception. Là, une occasion et un bel arrêt de Jordan Verbeek.
Et là, on a profité de la deuxième période pour bien faire circuler la rondelle chez les Warriors et de pouvoir compléter quelques changements. Ça nous a redonné un peu d'énergie également. Et on voit très bien qu'on était extrêmement exténués au sein du quatuor défensif des Stingers. On concédait beaucoup d'espace et encore une fois, on a mal aligné les défenseurs, ce qui a permis aux Warriors de rentrer sur le flanc droit. Et Verbeek était bien posté cependant pour aller recevoir la rondelle dans le plastron.
Absolument, Luc. Once again, we'd like to welcome our English viewers tuning in. There's some technical issues on the English side. You're tuned into the French broadcast on Radio-Canada. Leah Herford qui remporte la mise au jeu, c'est best stick transversal à McDonald. Elle décoche un tir, ça rate la cible. Ça revient maintenant à Leah Herford. Herford qui tente de remettre à la ligne bleue, c'est dégagé par Concordia. Un premier dégagement.
Oui, un premier dégagement. On va pouvoir respirer. On a ramené Lucier avec Drapeau en désavantage numérique chez les Stingers.
C'est Bestek en possession. Long jeu visant McDonald, c'est coupé par Philbert. Léonie Philbert, une passe vers Drapeau. Drapeau qui remet devant le but, c'est repris par Lucier. Et Émilie Lucier. Faisant face à de la pression. 20 secondes restantes en avantage numérique des Warriors. Là, elles sont en surnombre, 4 contre 2. Elles franchissent la ligne bleue, c'est Herford vers le but. Herford devant, une occasion, Verbeek qui couvre la rondelle. Et on reçoit un arrêt du jeu.
Oui, on a un peu accroché. Il faut dire que Lucie a été retenu, mais on a retenu grandement chez les Stingers sur la descente en surnombre à 4 contre 2. Et Verbeek là, qui s'est littéralement projeté sur la rondelle pour s'assurer qu'il n'y ait pas de menace supplémentaire de la part des Warriors. Encore 5 secondes à écouler à l'avantage numérique. Vraiment, Waterloo qui est en plein contrôle du jeu de puissance.
Les Warriors qui cherchent pourtant leur deuxième but du match. C'est McCarthy qui décoche un tir. Verbeek le dévie. Là, une occasion dans l'enclave. La rondelle est libre. L'avantage numérique prend fin. C'est Murray dans le coin. Andrea Murray qui fait le tour du filet. Murray qui remet à Atchison. Atchison décoche un tir. Dévie. Une occasion. Et le but! Tout de suite après l'avantage numérique, les Warriors sont capables de retrouver le fond du filet. Et c'est l'ancienne des Stingers, Brody Levitt.
Ouais, et les Warriors qui ont littéralement assaini le territoire offensif. Il y a beaucoup de circulation. On gêne peut-être un peu le travail de Verbeek dans le demi-cercle. Mais encore une fois, on a amené de la circulation directement vers la cage de Jordan Verbeek. Et on profite du fait qu'on était un peu déstabilisé en zone défensive aussi avec le rebond qui était vraiment très bizarre en provenance du haut de la baie vitrée pour revenir dangereusement devant le filet. Et encore une fois, c'est un but en fin de période pour les Warriors.
Comme on l'a pas vu en première, désolé. Mais c'était Gracie Smith qui a marqué en fin de période pour Waterloo. Là, cette fois-ci, c'est Brody Levitt qui marque un autre but des Warriors. Raid, une passe qui est coupée. Ça revient maintenant Andrea Murray qui envoie dans le territoire de Concordia, c'est Philbert. Il tente de rejoindre Bureau Gagnon en zone neutre. La rondelle qui revient derrière le but de Concordia. Raid qui reprend. Raid devant le but, l'occasion! Oh! Raté de justesse de la part de Thornton. Quelle chance! C'est Caron. Raid. Thornton qui est là aussi. Thornton en possession. Thornton qui remet à Duffy. Duffy à la ligne bleue. Elle retrouve Sarah Bestick. Bestick le long de la rampe pour Smith. Une passe tentant de rejoindre Nikki McDonald. Là, c'est McDonald qui reprend. McDonald fait le tour du filet. Bel arrêt de Verbeek. La rondelle qui est libre. Verbeek la couvre. Là, on a une mêlée devant la gardienne de Concordia.
Et les partisans des Warriors vont demander une pénalité à l'endroit de Bureau Gagnon qui n'est pas allé de main morte sur Emma Thornton. Mais Thornton était presque rendu couché sur Jordan Verbeek.
Absolument, Luc.
Et vraiment, les Warriors là, qui ont le plein contrôle. Même lorsque les Stingers tentent de reprendre la rondelle en territoire défensif pour effectuer la relance, on a 2 joueurs sur la défenseur pour venir emprisonner la relance. Donc, on cherche un côté d'aller de l'autre et finalement, ça donne qu'on permet à la rondelle de revenir devant le filet. Et encore une fois, Verbeek était cependant bien placé, là, appuyé sur son poteau à sa gauche.
Again, we welcome all of our English viewers. Due to technical difficulties, you are listening to the French feed. Le disque revient à Mitchell. Mitchell qui relance le long de la rampe. Herford, une passe visant l'enclave qui a été repris par Concordia. C'est Lavoie. Lavoie, cercle gauche, cherche une passe. Lavoie devant le but, d'occasion. Gros contact vers le but de Karamark. Mais le disque n'entre pas dans le filet. Là, il y a Faith Mitchell qui hésite à se relever un peu.
Elle va se relever. Et c'est vraiment la descente de Lavoie qui a de l'espace pour tenter de bloquer, de transférer à Lucie. Et Lucie est dans une course avec Mitchell pour savoir qui pourra avoir le dessus pour essayer de toucher à la rondelle. Et finalement, ça sera une mise en jeu à sa gauche. Vraiment, là, on sent que les Stingers, on a étiré le jeu. On a profité du fait qu'on est peut-être accéléré et touché un peu légèrement en zone centrale pour ouvrir l'espace de jeu sur la dernière descente.
2 minutes et demie à faire en deuxième période. Mise au jeu remportée par Waterloo. Le dégagement des Warriors sera toléré. Ça revient à Alexandra Anne-Boyer. Boyer qui va dans la direction de Jessimo Drapeau. Drapeau avec une passe à Émilie Lucier. Lucier qui franchit la ligne centrale. Là, ce sera repris par Carly Orth. Tatum James, là, Herford. Orth qui envoie dégagement refusé aux Warriors.
On met énormément de pression lorsque Lucie a la rondelle. Encore une fois, grosse couverture étanche sur elle pour vraiment fermer la porte aux Stingers, ce qui fait en sorte qu'on arrive pour bloquer la descente. Même si Boyer venait appuyer l'offensive en amenant la rondelle elle-même, le dégagement permet un peu de respirer pour les Warriors.
2 minutes à faire en deuxième période. Mise au jeu à la droite de Caramark. Remporté par Thibault. Le tir de Bureau Gagnon qui rate la cible. C'est repris par Carly Orth. Le long de la rampe, c'est Thibault qui reprend. Thibault jusqu'à Philbert à la ligne bleue. Philbert qui décoche, dévié devant le but. Oh, quelle occasion pour Concordia. Mais ça rate la cible. Herford avec une passe en zone neutre qui est coupée par Philbert.
Et on va siffler l'arrêt de jeu parce que le filet est déplacé à la gauche.
Oui. Coup de chance peut-être pour les Warriors suite au revirement.
Oui, exactement. Je croyais qu'on allait siffler plus tôt. On avait encore le contrôle de la rondelle chez les Stingers. On a attendu avant de siffler lorsque la menace est revenue sur l'autre flanc. Vraiment, là, pour les Stingers, on avait une belle présence. Toutefois, c'est Camille Richard qui avait vu son bâton être fracassé, a dû retraiter au banc, ce qui a comme donné une petite séquence là, avec 4 joueurs au lieu de 5 pour les Stingers.
Mise au jeu à la droite de Caramark, remporté par Waterloo. Le disque qui revient par contre à Philbert. Léonie Philbert dans le coin, est en train de rejoindre une coéquipière dans l'enclave, mais Caramark l'a coupé et elle retient.
On avait 2 joueurs des Warriors au niveau du cercle droit, donc on n'avait pas vraiment d'espace pour effectuer une passe transversale. On a tout simplement descendu en fond de territoire, ce qui a rouvert la porte un peu pour décocher un lancer, mais c'était vraiment un arrêt qui était relativement facile pour la gardienne des Warriors.
Mise au jeu à la droite de Caramark. Remporté par Waterloo. Mitchell. Plaqué. Une passe dans l'enclave qui rate la cible, c'est McDonald. McDonald qui arrive en zone neutre avec la passe à Emma Thornton. Cercle droit, Thornton dans l'enclave. Thornton vers le but, ça a été coupé. Gracie Smith qui remet à Emma Thornton. Thornton à la ligne bleue, Mitchell. Mitchell une passe. Le tir décoché de Porter qui rate la cible. Retrouvé par Concordia. C'était envoyé à la zone neutre par Boyer, mais renvoyé par les Warriors en territoire de Concordia. Le disque repris par Philbert. Philbert avec une passe dans la direction de Drapeau. La rondelle qui revient derrière le but des Stingers. C'est Philbert. À Boyer. Là, c'est Lavoie. Lavoie qui contourne la pression qui la venait. C'est repris maintenant par Duffy. Jalen Duffy. Une trentaine de secondes à faire en deuxième période. C'est Lindsay Atchison qui tente de retrouver Kiara Wright avec la passe. C'est bloqué par Megan Bureau-Gagnon. Jalen Duffy, le long de la rampe. Ça revient à Camille Richard. Richard en zone neutre. Ça passe, retrouvé par Atchison. Lindsay Atchison. Ça revient maintenant à Kozowski. Kozowski qui enverra dans le territoire de Waterloo. Duffy, 10 secondes à faire dans la période. Duffy à Andrea Murray. Murray qui a Pritchard avec elle. Murray qui tentait de la rejoindre avec la passe. Elle ira jusque la ligne début des Stingers et c'est la fin de la deuxième période ici à Waterloo. Look, 2-0 pour les Warriors.
Écoute, les Warriors sont vraiment en plein contrôle de ce match-là. On est en mesure de mettre beaucoup de pression en défensive. Lorsque les Stingers tentent de relancer, souvent vous allez avoir 2 joueuses des Warriors qui sont au niveau de la rondelle et il y a la 3e joueuse là, lors de la dernière sortie de territoire. On a vu la 3e joueuse qui est venue littéralement appliquer en triangle, ce qui a vraiment ralenti la sortie de territoire pour la troupe des Stingers. Donc on est vraiment dans le même espace parce que même il n'y a aucune joueuse qui est capable de monter en haut de la ligne de ringuette. On était les 5 joueuses en bas de territoire pour relancer. Alors ça prend un peu de mobilité, un peu plus de vitesse de la part d'équipe de Concordia.
Absolument. Quand même une bonne performance de la part des Warriors, comme tu le mentionnes, Luc. Là, je pense qu'on a Sarah Saïd au niveau de la glace avec une entrevue. Sarah, qu'as-tu pour nous?
I'm with the head coach of the Waterloo Warriors, Sean Regan. Coach, So rematch of last year's semifinal, and this time you're at home in front of a big crowd. So exciting with 2 points up on the board in the lead. Can you walk us through that last goal?
Yeah, I think we just called a play and we put it to the net and it went over the net and just bounced over, and we've been talking about getting on pucks and rebounds, and it was a great effort to pop it in for sure. Yeah.
Awesome, and how much is the crowd support helping you all today?
I think it's pretty motivating. We definitely came out a little tight in that period, and I think our nerves got to us a little bit, so after the timeout there at the 10-minute mark, we kind of relaxed and settled in, I thought, and started to play our game again.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Merci beaucoup, Sarah. C'était l'entraîneur-chef des Warriors de l'Université de Waterloo, Sean Regan, qui donne ses propos au sujet de la deuxième période. On revient avec la traduction suite à une pause. We'll be back after this commercial break. Once again, to our English viewers, we are trying to get the English side back up and running, but due to technical difficulties, you are locked in on the French side. Merci d'être avec nous pour regarder du sport à Radio-Canada.
We are athletes.
Do you know what Husky athletes are made of?
Determination.
Hustle.
Resilience. We're part of a team and a community.
We work hard for every goal.
And every grade.
Do you know what Husky athletes become?
Pharmacists. Teachers. Professionals.
Olympians.
When you invest in student athletes, you invest in the future.
When you elevate her, you elevate the game.
Watch women win.
Everyone watches Husky women's sports.
See her,
be her.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. In all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
No way! Thank you. Are you serious? Merci, wow. I can't believe I won. It's crazy. Oh, that's great to hear. I just love the game, and I'm just so thankful.
Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated, Ontario University Athletics.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
I'm from a small town in Ontario, Sault Ste. Marie. Grew up playing hockey from, almost the time I could walk, and it's a family pastime. I have an older brother. My mom, dad are great. Everyone's in the family is so supportive. I like to think I'm an outgoing person. I work really hard, care about my teammates, my friends, girlfriend, parents, everyone. So I'm just a really attentive, caring guy, I think. And I like to have fun in doing whatever I'm doing, whether that be at the rink, something to have fun with at school, at the library, wherever it is. So I'm just always trying to enjoy myself, see the best in every situation, and have fun in my university years right now. Within Ontario, there's a few schools that try to recruit me, and they're all good options. There's so many good universities in Canada, but then when UNB called, the first phone call, I knew it was a special place, both to get your degree, but also continue your trajectory as a hockey player. It worked out just as planned, and as you know, that's not always the case. And throughout your life, things happen. Hockey Gives Blood is an initiative through Canadian Blood Services. Stu Middleton, he's based out in Western Canada. He kind of recruited me amongst plenty of others across Canada to join and be an ambassador for the program. So what it is pretty much is using our platforms, athletes. So starting in the CHL and the OHL, we kind of have notoriety within our communities. So kind of leveraging that to just promote awareness, promote people that, help, first of all, how easy it is to donate blood, how important it is, and to share stories of how it truly changes people's lives. I look back just personally on how I got where I am today, and there's so many people that helped me along the way. It starts with my parents, but it goes into, teachers, coaches, trainers, doctors, nurses, there's everyone. But as you go through your life, there's certain people that make a significant impact. And volunteering is something that a lot of people just misstep, and they don't give the credit it deserves, I don't think. So as young people, you kind of got to reflect, realize how you got where you are today, and just say, okay, well, I'm going to do my part now and kind of give back to the community. We're very lucky. Help somebody achieve their goals like people help me achieve mine. Find your passion and just give back, and we're super lucky to be in the position we are, to be able to play a sport and go to school, and it's just super important to give back in my opinion.
Hey, changemakers. Change it up. Turn ideas into action. Passion into purpose. And questions into real solutions. Because whatever path you choose, here, you'll make an impact and get ready to change the world. Make your change. Discover your story at Waterloo.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Oh, aussi bon que Messi! C'est pas aussi mauvais que la cigarette, ça?
C'est juste une vapoteuse.
Fais-toi pas d'illusions.
Vapoter, c'est jouer avec sa santé. Brise l'illusion.
At Miller Waste, we're proud to sponsor the 2025 U Sports Women's Hockey Championship. There is lots of trash talk on the ice. At Miller Waste, we talk trash every day. We serve over 2 million Ontario households weekly, transforming more than 175,000 metric tons of recyclables and organic waste into reusable resources. Proudly Canadian, family owned, always driving hard to the net. Let's make a difference. Game on.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veraburn Medical Supplies, Les Bag Baron Rings, BioSteel, and by et par les systèmes Miller Waste Systems.
Welcome back to Mother Ontario, Woolwich Memorial Centre and inside the Dan Snyder Memorial Arena. After 40 minutes, the Waterloo Warriors, the hosts in the 8 seed, lead the RSEQ finalists, the 5 seed Concordia Stingers, by a score of 2-0. Adam McGuire, Amanda Smith with you, Sarah Saeed on the sidelines. Our scoring summary in that second period, our friends from the French broadcast called it. It's Brody Levitt, the former Concordia Stinger, the transfer. She got a deflection on the goal at 16-12 to lengthen Waterloo's lead after Gracie Smith opened the scoring in the first period with 13.7 seconds left. So a goal in the late stages of both periods, Smitty, have Waterloo 20 minutes away from the gold medal game. So now what's the message in the room? They were up 2-0 on Friday as well, Thursday night as well in the quarterfinal. What does Sean Regan and his staff have to do to settle their team down?
Yeah, the last 2 minutes or so of this second period felt a little bit more frantic for the Warriors as they tried to hold on to that lead. I think it's great news for them. They got out of this period with that 2-goal lead, and now Coach Sean Regan can take everyone to take a collective deep breath and keep doing exactly what they've been doing.
Take a look at some of the highlights, and early on in that first period, Waterloo had some chances created with some rebounds. Here was the centering feed from from James to Orth that just missed. Another shot where a rebound was spilled. Jordan Verbeek's been good, but there has been some loose pucks in front of her, and that's how Waterloo got their first tally. Nikki McDonald nearly stuffed one in there. But late stages of that period, in that first period, just after we had the power outage with the broadcast and the technical difficulties, is when the Warriors opened up the scoring. As you see, a little more action in front of Verbeek. It was Gracie Smith who eventually did open that scoring with, in the dying seconds, as we said, 13.7 seconds left in the first period. In the second, definitely some comeback there from Concordia. They hit the post as a Caron shot snuck through Mark, but off the back of the iron. Warriors had some chances in front as well. That was Brody Levitt's first try. The physicality ramping right up, and Waterloo finally was able to cash on this goal. The deflection from Brody Levitt, the former Stinger in front, that lengthened the lead to 2-0. As we get another look at it here, she was posted right up at the high slot, Smitty, at the high crease, pardon me, and was able to tip it up and over Jordan Verbeek.
Yeah, Levitt, a great addition to the Warrior forward unit this year. She loves to get into that front of the net, get some deflections, dig for those rebounds, and it pays off for her there. It puts this Warrior team up 2-0.
You can see how big of a goal that was for her. Brody Levitt, the teammates, coaching staff on the bench, Dolly Meggs gave her a big hug. It was a huge goal for Levitt. And this, the first of our 2 semifinals. The next one will go at 7 o'clock. That'll be Toronto and Bishops. Also Ontario-Quebec matchup. So it is all Central Canada. Somebody from the middle of the country is going to be the national champion tomorrow night. Waterloo wants to make sure they get a crack at it. The Concordia fans, Smitty in front of us, they are trying to lift their team to a 2-goal third period comeback.
Yes, the Concordia faithful on their feet here for their team, trying to pump some energy into this team. We saw a little bit of frustration in the second period for these Stingers as they finally got some good chances on net, but Kara Mark making 2 or 3 extraordinary saves to keep this lead at 2.
Just about ready for puck drop. Concordia is going to start with that top line. It's Zoe Thibault, fourth-year John Molson Business School admin major. On the wings, Jessima Drapeau and the All-Canadian Emily Lucier. We'll see lots of this line for Concordia, I would imagine, Smitty, in this 20 minutes. Waterloo's going to start with Smith, Thornton, and McDonald up front. Porter and Atchison on the points. 20 minutes separates one of these two teams from the gold medal game tomorrow night. As Boye keeps it into the line, and her shot pinballs to the left side of Mark. She'll poke it into the corner. Now a centering feed is going to be flipped on and out by Nikki McDonald to center ice. Thornton leaves for Atchison there, and she'll muscle it inside the line. Philbert. McDonald marks her. Leonie Philbert turns away from pressure. Thibault cross ice to Drapeau. Drapeau stood up at the line, and now maybe a race away for the Warriors. Gracie Smith, her shot high and wide on the glove side.
Yeah, Smith can really rocket that shot. She has a sneaky little snapshot, so that's a good look for her, but misses just high on the glove side.
Similar to the angle she scored her goal at on Thursday night, the third Waterloo goal in the third period, as Besta keeps this in at the line. Rolls it in behind Jordan Verbeek. The OUA's Player of the Year, Carly Orth, is back there. Lucier marks her. It bounces to the captain, Caroline Moquin-Joubert. Second try, can't get it out either. Bestick held the line, but now Lucier onto Moquin-Joubert as Concordia finishes up their change. She'll just dump it in around to the far side, whacked out to the blue line, and here comes Herford. Leah Herford. Herford goes between the legs. She tried to do that in the second period and nearly scored a highlight reel marker. Given away now by the Stingers, and Orth steals, but it was steered away from the danger area by Beatrice Caron, and Caron will send it back into the Waterloo zone. Tatum James in behind Andrea Murray for her lead pass. Off a foot, reaching for it there is Kiara Raitt. Goudreau stopped Raitt from advancing, but the puck is in behind the Concordia goal. Pritchard on the half wall, tries to send it on net. Knocked away by Boyer. Caron now behind her own goal to Boyer. Concordia's got the breakout they want. Lexi Bettier. Onto the far side, Parent. Parent, sharp angle, kicked out into the high slot, but steered aside by the Warriors' defense. Coming back on the back check, Faith Mitchell was in front of the net as Kara Mark made the first stop. Here's Jordy Wyant. On to Mitchell as Wyant gets a change. Mitchell, shot on the blocking side of Verbeek. Into the corner it goes. Dug out by McCarthy. Cass McCarthy to the front of the net. The puck is still loose in the crease. Down was Verbeek, and Bettier skates it into the corner away from harm's way. Courtney Rice, Pizzuti on her. Knocked in by the most recent goal scorer, Brody Levitt. The Concordia transfer. Verbeek nearly gave that away to Pizzuti. Instead, it's in behind the net. Stathis, though, on the far side half wall, couldn't get the breakout started. Philbert will try on the backhand to Courtney Rice. Puck pin there, kept in by Atchison. She's felled, and now she's got to get back up. Pizzuti's back to cover for Atchison. Rice tries to go right wide on her, but cut off by Adriana Pizzuti, the rookie out of Bell River. Chopped to the line and out now by Levitt. Warriors try to get a change. They get a partial change as Porter's back in her own zone. Pizzuti, little one-touch on for Gracie Smith. Gracie Smith, McDonald nearly stole it, but Lucier now through the middle of the ice, has some speed. Lucier to the backhand, forehand, stopped by Mark. Lucier couldn't get a good shot away as Porter stuck just enough with her, and then Lucier is dumped in front of the net by Porter. Back come the Warriors. Smith through the neutral zone. She's going to shoot it on net, deflected off the end wall. Now pass in front for Smith. It was in the heel of her stick and couldn't keep it in. Now Bestik is able to walk the line. It looks from our vantage point, Smitty, like that was offside. Bestik still with it. Wraparound try, a sharp angle. Verbeek is down and will cover. And Smitty, the Warriors nearly with a break because we're right on the blue line here. And to me, I think that one was offside.
Yeah, that would have been one of those ones in a league that allows challenge. If that had turned into a goal, that flag would have been thrown, at least by me behind the bench if I had the opportunity. Looked to be pretty obviously out there, but no harm, no foul as Verbeek's able to cover up that puck for a defensive zone faceoff for these Stingers.
Lavoie won the defensive zone draw, and Philbert, who will play a ton, has already in this tournament. Herford in the neutral zone. It bounces out to Orth. Orth gains the line, can't make a move. Floats it in deep. Tatum James took a swing at it. Missed it, and Verbeek was careful to make sure it didn't get towards the front of the net. Herford now. Herford steals the puck on the half wall and goes down into the corner. Tries to backhand it in front. Cut off there by Philbert. Bureau Gagnon will swing at it with one hand and dump it back down for Concordia as both teams get some change.
Waterloo's going to have to be careful here in the offensive end. They'll want to keep it deep as often as possible. We see them a few times throwing some blind passes out to the front and sending Concordia the other way.
Orth with a little stick check there to quell out the rush of Camille Richard. Now on the far side, Raitt does the same, and it's going to be dumped in by Orth right at center ice. Waterloo completes their change. Camille Richard deflected and will come right down on Kara Mark, who will freeze for a face-off. Faith Mitchell takes exception to Zoe Thibault's presence in front of her goaltender and a bit of a snow shower, but no harm and no foul for the third-year netminder out of New Hamburg, Ontario.
Yeah, a little bit of snow shower there for Mark, but her defense gives her a little dust off, and she's good to go here.
Two of the top offensive teams in the country this year. Poked out to center ice there by Pritchard. Lucier is back in her own zone. Will fire it up the wall to Thibault. On to Jessimah Drapeau. Mitchell keeps her to the outside. Now a shot from the point came through from Kosowski, and it was wide of the net. Lucier at the top of the zone. Left it there for Kosowski. Another shot. That one's wide again off the end boards. And sent back to the point there by a pinching Philbert, but no one was home. Lucier is going to have to go all the way back into her own end.
Fortunate break there for the Warriors. That was a long defensive shift, and they're able to get a wholesale change there on the arid pass.
On the back check, Levitt was able to intercept that puck, and bouncing back into the zone and touching Cass McCarthy on the hand. It's offside against the Warriors.
The physicality here picking up. The Warriors love to play on the edge. Few bodies falling, running around now as Waterloo's laid some nice physical plays, and that's getting the fans fired up.
Concordia is in search of their fourth straight gold medal game appearance. They won in 24 last year and in 22. In 23, they lost the lead with 10 seconds left, as that one's too far from Joaquin Joubert. Fired back in front. Mount Royal tied that game up at 19:52 of the third period in the 2023 final, and then won in overtime. Shot from a sharp angle. This one's tracked by Mark from Christina Stathis right into the crest of the Warrior logo.
A little bit of an arid pass there by Atchison as she tries to get the flick, but fans on that. Good job to get back on defense. Kara Mark holding on to that rebound, canceling that chance as it comes.
Mark had the angle on that one. Shots just about equal in this game. The atmosphere is electric inside the Woolwich Memorial Centre. Bureau Gagnon couldn't center it. Thornton's going to skate it out at center ice. In behind McDonald. McDonald swings but misses the bouncing puck. Now in some feet. Smith can't find it. Smith turns away. Philbert sends her to the ice, and Philbert is up with it onto Bureau Gagnon. Dumped on in by the Stingers. Jalen Duffy will send it back the far side. Smith now on the backhand will clear the zone. All the way back down inside Concordia's territory. Sarah Bestick at center ice cuts it off. Thornton touched the puck, and they're going to take it all the way down to inside the Warrior territory here, as they'll deem Thornton touched that one up on purpose. That's going to be outside of the Warrior line. Concordia with possession, dumped in by Caron on the far side. Cross corner dump in as Concordia's forecheck goes to work. Waterloo trying to keep it along the walls. Captain Leah Herfort's going to find it. Tried to go up ice for Orth. It was knocked down though. And Lavoie has her pass intercepted by the foot of Tatum James. Leah Herfort now on the left wing side. Herfort. Orth can't keep it in, but Mitchell does. To the line. A little fake shot there by Wyant. And steered into the corner by Verbeek. Given away once again by the Stingers though. Back to the line it comes from Orth to Wyant. Wyant walks. Now to Faith Mitchell. Back to Wyant. Wyant fanned on that one. Gave the puck away to Caron, but Concordia's at the end of the shift. And just like the Warriors were bailed out a little bit, Smitty, that time Concordia with a misplay from Wyant bailed out, and this one will be icing. No, they're going to wave it off. No icing. But Concordia did get their change. Waterloo does too. Drapeau on the left wing side. She'll swing wide. Drapeau, wraparound try. Puck is loose. They score! Boyer down and off the line. Finds the rebound. It's a 2-1 game.
Good awareness there from Drapeau to see she has the lane to the net and just able to create a rebound there off Karamark. And Boyer able to find that loose puck in front of the net, puts it up and over the outstretched blocker of Karamark to cut this thing down to 1.
Yeah, again, Jessima Drapeau, a hat trick, 4 points against St. FX. She was all tournament last year. She created that with the rush that went wide. Forced Karamark to kind of go post to post with the wraparound threat. And Alexandra Ann Boyer, 18 points in the regular season, just 2 goals. That's a huge one for Concordia here as we creep toward the midway point of this third period.
Yeah, that gives Concordia a little bit of space to breathe as they're not entering desperation territory quite yet. And with a 1-goal lead, this is now anyone's game.
Play is stopped with a delayed offside. I don't think Lexi Bettier heard the call for the delayed offside with the electricity in the building.
Yeah, packed house today inside the Dan Snyder Memorial Arena. Fans coming out in droves to support the hometown Waterloo Warriors.
Neutral zone draw kicked on ahead by Levitt. Ripped in by Moquin Joubert. Porter reaches it first. Now Atchison behind her own net. See how the Warriors respond here. McCarthy, it was off her head. She'll knock it down to herself. McCarthy's shot, a high riser off the glass.
Concordia taking it to the Warriors here in this third period.
Moquin Joubert leads the rush. She lifts him on high to the glove side, but Mark's got it. She'll hold for a face-off.
The Warriors will have to be careful how they respond. As they were having success in the first 2 periods, being aggressive on the forecheck, chipping pucks deep, but Concordia just able to get a lot of sustained pressure in the first 10 minutes of this third. So the Warriors will need to make sure they're not back playing on their heels, trying to defend the lead, but rather playing their game, which is an offensive one, trying to extend it.
Whole new complexion to this one than just a few moments ago. Warriors win the defensive zone draw, and here's Nikki McDonald. Blowing the zone there is Thornton, but she couldn't connect with the pass from McDonald. And it's batted by Lucier, a high stick over the boards and out of play into the Waterloo bench.
Yeah, the energy has changed entirely in this. A little bit docile before, but now both fan bases in it, both teams in it. You just get the sense that both of these groups want it very bad.
Just like last year, a 2-1 game late into the third period. Concordia found the third goal. They were the ones leading last year in the semifinal. This time Waterloo up 2-1. It was 2-0 in that game, and an early goal in the third period by Waterloo cut the lead to 2-1. Very similar script, just on the other side as last year. Dump back into the Waterloo zone. Bestic is back for it. Bestic with pressure coming. Bestic moves it on for Duffy. Duffy goes high off the glass to the line, not out. Kept in neatly there by Philbert. Lavoie with it. Lavoie, rolling puck, flinks it on, but it's wide of the net into the far side corner. Stathis in behind the net. It rolls all the way to this near side, down and off the point. Camille Richard couldn't center it, and Emma Thornton has some speed. She'll crank it up. Emma Thornton up ahead, Nikki McDonald. Nikki McDonald, 1-on-2, tries to go inside out on Kozowski, but Kozowski played it well. Waterloo got a partial change there as McDonald's on with Orth and Herford now. Wyant steps in, keeps it in at the line. McDonald. She takes a little shove there at Richard as she goes off. Now Herford steals the puck, and Herford, sharp angle, fought off there by Verbeek. Herford with it again, centers it. Orth couldn't get a stick on it. Wyant hit the point. James will leave it. It rings all the way around to this near side. Mitchell comes in down heavy off the point. Backing her up is James. James, Orth, one-timer, blocker save, rebound, hopped over James's stick. To the line, not out, kept in. Herford and James. Herford didn't touch it after she knocked it down, so that's a hand pass. Everybody take a break, take a breath. Huge finish coming up here in semifinal number 1. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur ici-tout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est ici-tout.tv.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Toronto Varsity Blues take on the take on Bishops, the Bishops Gators. In the other semifinal tonight at 7 o'clock, also on CBC, the U Sports Men's Volleyball Championship. Gold medal game on that one is tomorrow at 7 p.m. Lots of U Sports action. U Sports, home on CBC. Back underway as Mocan Joubert tries to work it out. Herford. Atchison holds the line, and Herford has it along the half wall. Takes some time. Down low it came, and Orth couldn't get it to the backhand. Orth. James. James walks the line. James. Atchison tees it up. One-timer. Kicked away with the traffic in front by Verbeek. Bit of a bounce back here, Smitty, from the Warriors after being on their heels to start this third period.
Yeah, great job by this top line of the Warriors to put a little bit of life back in their offense. That's some good sustained pressure out of them.
Boye makes the move and gains the line. Porter shoves her off stride, though. Now a long lead pass up ahead for Pritchard. Maddie Pritchard into the corner, couldn't get the puck centered. Pritchard still with it. Rolls it back down low. McCarthy tried to knock it down. McCarthy couldn't hold the zone. It's back out. Duffy into the neutral zone. Duffy can't work it ahead. Now in the zone comes McCarthy. McCarthy tried to center it in front. It was broken up neatly. Good defensive play by Camille Richard.
Yeah, McCarthy looking for that shot. We saw her score that almost exact angle in this first game. Instead opts to try and center it there.
Centering pass was off the foot there of Pritchard. Puck to the line and just out. Levitt will bring it back in and try to get Waterloo settled down for a change. Concordia makes one behind the play as well. And here's Jalen Duffy. Under 7 to go now. Bestick, Duffy, up ahead, Pritchard to knock it in. Gracie Smith to race on after it. Caron is there for Concordia. Takes it into the corner with Smith on her. Beatrice Caron all the way around her own net. Hits the red line, dumps it in. Bestick reverses course of play. And Faith Mitchell will pound it off the boards and up and out for Nikki McDonald. Gracie Smith with her, Thornton the trailer. McDonald inside out and poked away by Verbeek. Back to the line, Mitchell. Cross ice, just bounces out. Wyant couldn't hold the zone. Offside the call.
The Warriors, so much success for them off the rush against Alberta. Trying to make a little bit more of a pretty play here in this game. You'd love to see them just try and take some shots and force Verbeek to make a save off that rush.
Shots 26-24 in favor of Waterloo now. Knocked down there at the line by Mitchell, but it was inside of her own line, so no hand pass. It's cleared back into the Concordia zone. Léonie Filbert on ahead. Bettier goes wide. Mitchell stride for stride with her. Tried to drop it back, did Bettier, but Herford picked it off, and now Herford and Orth come across. 2 OUA MVPs on the rush. Herford shot, blocker save by Verbeek. Verbeek and Herford teammates for Team Canada's World University Games silver medal squad this January. Filbert to dump it in. Rolling puck, careful there was Mark, and she'll swat it to Mitchell. Faith Mitchell, some speed through the neutral zone. Off a stick and will roll it in. That'll force Verbeek to hold it as McCarthy comes in, and maybe a bit of a snow shower onto Verbeek. She'll get a stern talking to, but no penalty.
Yeah, good awareness by Kara Mark down on the other end. She takes a dump in, takes a look around, sees she has some time to play it, avoids giving Concordia an offensive zone face-off this late in the match.
Levitt to take the draw for Waterloo in the offensive zone. Lavoie for Concordia, and she won it. Also a member of that Fisous team. Stolen by Pritchard. Centering pass. Puck is loose. They score! Cass McCarthy! 3-1 Warriors!
Great play here by Pritchard to force the turnover. And Cass McCarthy able to find that puck and tuck it up under the bar.
So Smitty, all the talk, we talked about the top lines and how important they are for both of these teams. Waterloo's got 2 OUA MVPs on their top line. Concordia's got all tournament team and all Canadians on their top line. But the second time tonight, Waterloo's third line strikes. It's the Levitt, McCarthy, and Pritchard unit. We've seen different combinations in and out all game. We've seen Raid on that line at times, and Cass McCarthy with her second goal of the tournament reestablishes the 2-goal lead here late for the Warriors.
Yeah, if you'd ask Sean Regan what this team's biggest strength is, I'd tell you that he would say their depth offensively. They have about 3.5 lines, 4 lines even, that can be played on the ice in any situation and come out with some good results, and we've seen that so far this game.
Concordia now desperate for a response. Carrying it into the zone, Camille Richard. Richard all the way down in deep. She's cut off. And Atchison, who won't leave the ice much here in the third period for the Warriors, sends it back to center ice. Knocked down by Filbert and Atchison, the second team OUA All-Star. On to Porter, back to Atchison.
Concordia looking to pull their goalie, just waiting for some possession down in the Warriors' end.
Filbert tries to center it. And yeah, you're right, Smitty, the goaltender is out now with 4:31 to go and counting. Waterloo steals at the line, and it's McDonald who's able to pitch it back down. So an extended 6-on-5 here for Concordia as they look for 2 goals. Smith nearly stole. Boyer skates away from her. The goal scorer for Concordia, Boyer up ahead for Moquin-Joubert. Emily Lucier at the line. She can't get it in deep. It's sent back out. Nearly stolen there by Herford. Herford now to Orth. Orth couldn't get it towards the empty net. Cut off neatly there by Emily Lavoie. Now James at the line. Her shot hit a stick and went high in the air. Kozowski gloved it down. On the far side, again stick check there by Orth. Orth kept it in and sends it in front. Herford races to it. Can't throw it on goal though. Kozowski blocked it again. Moquin-Joubert works it out to center ice. And now here comes the Stingers. Bureau Gagnon's high shot. Fought off there by Mark. And Herford, down the ice it goes. It's wide of the net. This will be icing against the no icing. They'll say it deflected off a stick. So Waterloo gets the desperate change they needed. Drapeau back in on goal. Her shot steered into the corner by Mark. Carly Orth, she didn't get off the ice. She's going to send it down the ice. And it will not make it. Lucier down. Lucier lost it. Levitt. Levitt scores! It had to be Brody Levitt. The Concordia transfer, her second of the game into the empty net. Waterloo leads 4-1.
The jersey pump from Levitt as she heads down the handshake line. That puts the Warriors up by 3 with 3 minutes left to go in the semifinal matchup.
The clearing attempt from Herford rolled right to the net front, and Lucier fired off the bench. Lucier may have had Smitty more time than she thought.
Yeah,
but she ended up blowing. Yeah, she ended up blowing a tire, caught a edge as she dove to keep that puck from going to the empty net. Levitt was able to then steal it and walk around her and stuff it in the empty net.
Yeah, frustrated with herself after that play. But definitely didn't read how fast that puck was going. Thought she might have to dive for it, but that not the case. We'll see the replay here as Lucier goes down with it. Levitt able to grab it with a Bobby Orr style play to the front of the net, able to tuck it into the empty one.
Yeah, all effort from Lucier there. Can't fault the determination of her. All she's done in her first 2 seasons of U Sports is win a silver medal with Team Canada and been twice named to All-Canadian teams. Second team All-Canadian last year, first team this year. 18 goals and 31 points for Emily Lucier. But it wasn't enough to keep Brody Levitt from the empty net. It's her second of the game. Here's her first in the second period while we were dealing with the technical difficulties. A beautiful little deft deflection. This is Boyer's goal that got Concordia back to within a goal. But Cass McCarthy and now Brody Levitt into the empty net has Waterloo up here 4-1 with 3 minutes and change left. Caroline Ouellette, the associate coach for Concordia, getting some instruction or conversation with an official. Concordia is going to go 6 skaters still here, nothing to lose at this point. And this Stinger team with 3 minutes left, they can strike as quickly as anyone. They're the top scoring team in the country with 4.24 goals a game. So still lots of work to do here for the Warriors. Boyer, her shot off a leg. That was Herford in front. Philbert now, back to Boyer. Boyer walks, fakes one-timer, and now Moquin-Joubert can't get a shot away. Another shot deflects off a Warrior stick and off the glass. Herford fights her way through the traffic, sends it down the ice, and Philbert will get there before Orth for the icing call against Concordia.
Something you don't see a ton is the head coach Sean Regan of the Warriors actually encourages his players to go for the empty net anytime they get possession. When the net is empty, he doesn't mind taking an icing call like that as they have such strong centers in the face-off dot.
Herford won another draw. Outstanding on the face-off circle. She's got it again, and out to center ice it comes. Boyer in her feet. 2 minutes and change now. Concordia needs a miracle. Herford tries to take a shot at the empty net. It's deflected away, and Philbert circles in her own zone. Leonie Philbert now, Jessie Maud Drapeau hits center ice and shoots it in. Puck on edge, so it rolls all the way to the far side corner. Porter can't work it out. The puck is pinned there along the half wall. Now down into the corner. Back to the line it comes. And a wrister through traffic, deflected and stopped by Mark. The wrister came through from Camille Richard. It got deflected and Kara Mark trapped it and held for no rebound.
Kara Mark playing thus far another extraordinary game as she makes her 26th save of the evening.
Tebow and Smith on the face-off dot. Stingers win the loss, and a shot. That one deflected over the glass, over the netting, pardon me. Over the net, off the glass. Rebound in front, and that one's knocked just wide by Tebow. Cleared by the Warriors out to center ice, and Thornton. Thornton into the empty net. Oh, it hit Kozowski. Kozowski got in front of it before Emma Thornton could find it into the empty cage. Under 90 seconds as now Parent works it into the offensive zone. Parent pulls up. Hit the official's foot. And it's going to be cleared by Mitchell to the line. And now Mitchell works it out to center ice. Drapeau back with it. She'll roll it in. Under a minute to play now as Waterloo's fans get on their feet once again. McDonald all the way down the ice, racing forward is Thornton. The puck is going to pull up in the slot, and Boyer skates it away from the net front. Lavoie. Too far for Drapeau. She'll circle back. It's at the red line now, and Pritchard is going to try to set up Levitt for the hat trick. In front it comes for Pritchard, and Waterloo puts it away.
Pritchard doing her best to try and get it to Levitt, but Levitt just pumps it off his stick, and Pritchard has no choice but to tuck it into the empty net.
Maddie Pritchard wanted that patty for the former Stinger Brody Levitt, but Pritchard instead will score Waterloo's 5th goal, their 2nd into the empty net, and that will end the bid for back-to-back national championships for the Concordia Stingers. As the host Warriors, the OUA finalists, the 8th seed in the tournament, have punched their ticket. We'll let the fans take you home here as the Warriors, the Golden Path trophy is at the end of this march. The Warriors are still on the path into the gold medal game tomorrow. In the 24-year history of this program, we've seen a lot of firsts here in the last 14 months or so, and another one here no bigger than this one as Waterloo avenges their semifinal loss from a year ago. The Concordia Stingers, heartbreak for them. They remain the measuring stick for all women's hockey programs here in Canada. A tremendous season for them. They'll play for bronze tomorrow. But the Warriors, for the first time in program history, will have a chance at a national title tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll see Kara Mark here pumping up the crowd. That's what you hear through the auxiliary mics down at ice level. But a ton of alumni in the crowd today, watching at home, paving the path for this program that's seen so much growth under head coach Sean Regan and athletic director Rolly Webster. Truly a special bunch of girls down there on the ice and doing exactly what they needed to do today to earn their first ever U-Sport medal, now just to determine the color of that medal.
Yeah, and still on the table is a rematch in the Ontario final with Toronto because the Varsity Blues are in the other semifinal tonight. That'll start in less than 45 minutes, about 42 from now, they'll face the RSEQ champion Bishops Gators. The biggest win in the history of the women's hockey program here for Waterloo. We will have the teams line up for the night team players of the game for both sides.
This will give Waterloo an opportunity to be the first host team to win a Golden Path trophy since Concordia did it back in the 90s.
It's been a long time, and we'll see some handshakes from the coaching staff. Head coach Sean Regan, who's had a really great relationship with Concordia's coaching staff. They've played preseason, and that's a great moment too between Julie Chu and Brody Levitt. Chu recruited Levitt, and Levitt was part of the program for 2 years. Regan and Julie Chu exchanged their pleasantries as well, all class from both sides. And the Stingers will play for their bronze medal tomorrow and try to win their 4th straight U Sports medal. Here are the 19 players of the game. Emily Lucier is the player of the game for Concordia.
And the pick of the game for the Waterloo Warriors with a goal and 2 assists, number 21.
Brody Levitt, 2 goals and an assist, is the player of the game for Waterloo. The former Stinger couldn't write a better script for her.
Yeah, the near hat trick score. Pritchard doing her best to make that happen, but the Warrior player of the game nonetheless, and that's a great moment there for Brody Levitt.
2 goals and 2 assists. That does conclude our 19 players of the game presentations.
Big breath for Levitt.
Yeah, an emotional time for everyone involved in this Waterloo program as they give the crowd their salute and the crowd gives it right back to them.
So the Warriors, we know, will be in the gold medal game tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. We know the Stingers will play for bronze tomorrow afternoon. We will find out shortly who the Warriors will play. The next semifinal is on tap. It will be Toronto and Bishops coming up at 7 o'clock on CBCSports.ca, CBC Gem, and CBC Sports YouTube channel. Once again, though, our final from the Dan Snyder Memorial Arena inside the Woolwich Memorial Centre. Waterloo 5, Concordia 1, black and gold to play for the Golden Path tomorrow.